Okay, dear students, good morning. In the last class, we have discussed the concept is market equilibrium. Market equilibrium. Then we have discussed problem. Another examples for market equilibrium. QD is equal to 100 minus 200 minus P, and QS is equal to 120 plus P. We have discussed in the last class. Okay, in this class, we have to discuss wage determination in a labor market. Wage determination in labor market. See, here we will briefly discuss the theory of wage determination under the perfectly competitive market structure using the demand and supply analysis. Demand and supply analysis. The basic difference between labor market and market for goods is with respect to the sources of supply and demand, or what we are called as supply and demand. We have considered as those are the market forces. Market forces. Which are the market forces? Market forces. Demand and supply. Demand and supply of the market forces we have considered. See, we know that market forces. Which are the market forces? Demand and supply. See, the households are the suppliers of labor force. See, the households are the suppliers of labor force, and demand for labor comes from firms. Demand for labor comes from firms wherein the market for the goods. See, the households, what we have called as households are the suppliers of labor force. Then the demand for comes from the households for the firms. Firms ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ from the firms onwards, the demand it will be created for the labor force. See, that is we know that households are the suppliers of labor, and demand for labor comes from what? Comes from the firms in the market for goods. Understood? See, the wage rate is determined. You know how the wage rate is determined? The wage rate is determined at the intersection of the demand and supply curves of labor. You know how the wage rate is determined? Both the intersection of demand and supply curve, the wage rate will be determined. See, we know that in the perfectly competitive market, or a perfectly competitive nature carries production with the goal of we know that profit maximization. You know, in the any market we have considered, the firm's main intention is profit maximization. Without the profit, for no one firm cannot work, cannot produce anything. Their main intention is we know that profit. See, we have to know what do you mean by wage rate. What do you mean by wage rate? The extra cost of hiring one more unit of labor. The extra cost of hiring one more unit of labor is called wage rate. The extra cost of hiring and one more unit of labor is called as wage rate. See, we have to know what do you mean by marginal product of labor. MPL. See, MPL means marginal product of labor. See, the extra output produced by one more unit of output. The extra marginal product of labor means the extra output produced by one more unit of labor is its marginal product of labor. Marginal product of labor means the extra output produced. The marginal product of labor means the extra output produced by one more unit of labor is called marginal product of labor. See, we know that what do you mean by marginal revenue? See, selling each extra unit of output, the additional earning of the firm is called as marginal revenue. We know that we have discussed average revenue, total revenue and marginal revenue in the last chapters. See, what do you mean by marginal revenue? By selling each extra unit of output, the additional earning of the firm is called as marginal revenue. We have to know what do you mean by MRPL, marginal revenue product of labor. We have discussed marginal product of labor, we have discussed MR, marginal revenue, and we have to know what do you mean by marginal revenue product of labor. See, therefore, for each extra unit of labor, she gets an additional benefit. For each extra unit of labor, she gets an additional benefit equal to the marginal revenue times marginal product, which is called marginal revenue product of labor. Marginal revenue product of labor, or MRPL, marginal. See, they will call for expand MRPL. MRPL means marginal revenue product of labor. See, marginal revenue product, that means each extra unit of labor. What do you mean by marginal revenue product of labor? That means, therefore, for each extra unit of labor, she gets an additional benefit equal to the marginal revenue, and marginal revenue times marginal product, which is called as marginal revenue product of labor. See, that is W is equal to W means wage rate. Wage rate is equal to MRPL, marginal revenue product of labor. Then MRPL is equal to MR into MPL. Wage rate is equal to marginal revenue product of labor. MRPL is equal to marginal revenue into marginal product of labor multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ marginal revenue product of labor ಬರುತ್ತೆ. I will tell you once again how the wage rate should be determined in the labor market. I will tell you. See, write down that is. See how wage is determined in the labor market. How they will ask the question is, how wage rate is determined in the labor market. See, with the upward sloping supply curve and downward sloping demand curve. We will explain this diagram afterwards you should easily understand the concept of what I am telling. See how wage is determined in the labor market. See, an upward sloping supply curve and downward sloping demand curve. The equilibrium wage is determined at the point where these two curves intersect. That means the upward slope supply curve and downward slopes demand curve. Both the curve, the intersection point should be what we are call it as. That is in that point the wage rate is determined. See, an upward sloping supply curve and downward sloping demand curve. The equilibrium wage is determined at the point where these two curves intersect, where the labor in the household wish to supply is equal to the labor the firm wish to hire. See, where the demand curve. See, this is the downward sloping demand curve. This is upward sloping supply curve. Where the intersection point, intersection point or equilibrium point, in this point the wage rate is determined. That is called as the wage. How the wage rate is determined in the labor market. Upward sloping supply curve and downward sloping demand curve. The equilibrium wage rate is determined the point where these two curves, see, where the demand curve as well as supply curve intersect, there it will be wage rate it will be determined. See, in this diagram we know that y-axis we measured labor in hours, over vertical axis we measured wage. This is the demand curve, this is supply curve, where there is an intersector or equilibrium point we have considered as this is the wage rate. Understood? See here what it shows, in this diagram, in the higher wage rate less labor is demanded. In the higher wage rate means if wage rate increased, less labor is demanded. If wage rate falls, if wage rate decreases, more labor is demanded. More labor is demanded. Understood? See, in the higher wages, less labor is demanded. In the lower wage rate, more labor is demanded respectively. Understood? See, I will tell you, how the wage rate is what determined means where the supply curve. See, with the upward sloping supply curve, and downward sloping demand curve. Upward sloping supply curve and downward sloping demand curve. The equilibrium wage rate is determined at the point of where these two curves intersect. See, upward sloping supply curve as well as downward sloping demand curve, where these two curves intersect. This is in this point the wage rate will be determined. See, I will tell you once again what do you mean by MRPL. MRPL. Or expand MRPL means marginal revenue product of labor. Marginal, M means marginal, R means revenue, P means product of labor. Marginal revenue product of labor. MRPL means, see, an additional benefit. What do you mean by MRPL? An additional benefit. An additional benefit equal to MRPL means marginal revenue product of labor means an additional benefit. An additional benefit equal to marginal revenue. Marginal revenue times marginal product. Which is called MRPL. See, marginal revenue product of labor means an additional benefit equal to the marginal revenue times marginal product, which is called marginal revenue product of labor. Understood? An additional benefit equal to the marginal revenue times marginal product, which is called as marginal revenue product of labor. Understood? See, in this diagram, y-axis we measured labor in hours, over vertical axis we measured wage. See, this is the demand curve. This is the downward slope from left to right. This is the supply curve. Upward slope from left to right. See, you know how wage rate is determined. We have discussed. See, where the supply curve intersect the demand curve. In the intersection point, the wage rate should be the determined. This is the concept related what wage determination in the labor market. We have discussed in the higher wage rate less demanded for the labor force, in the lower wage rate more demanded in the labor market. This is the concept about wage determination in the labor market. Next class, shift. See, that is shifts in demand and supply. Shifts in demand and supply. We have to discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you.